Hi, this is Ryan with TechWise Academy. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Scratch programming language. So you may have heard of us talk about this, and we actually have been using this in our live stream for the past few weeks on Thursday afternoons at 3 o'clock. But Scratch is a programming language that was developed by MIT. And let's take a step back for a second and talk about what are we actually doing when we're coding or programming, or when your child is coding or programming something. All we're doing is giving instructions to the computer. And we're doing that in a way that the computer can understand that, but we're giving it commands so that we can understand it as well. We can kind of see the flow that's going on and understand those commands that we're giving to the computer. So this is what it looks like for a professional programmer. So I do some software design on the side, and this is what it looks like typically in the work that I do. This is the Python programming language, and this is in an environment and has all of these if statements and loops and functions. And so all of this, we're trying to avoid this with your children. We're trying to not scare them away from programming by showing them this right away. Instead, we're using Scratch. So Scratch is very similar to what I just did as far as functionality, except that we can drag and drop blocks of code onto the screen instead of typing that out. We know that being able to program or code something actually creates a deep understanding of that subject for your children. So if they have to program this cat to move and jump around, they're really understanding X and Y coordinates and moving around on the screen. They're using math, they're using their creativity, all of that. And we don't want them to get stuck in the with having a roadblock of making sure that everything is typed properly, right? And so that's why these block programming languages exist. We really like using Scratch. It's really great for kids younger, but as you get older, you can actually use it to control a lot more things. And so all we're doing with this Scratch programming environment, again, is dragging these blocks out, and we are adding characters and making them perform different functions on the screen by giving them those instructions over and over again. And so as your son or daughter is actually using Scratch, they're creating, they're making something great that they've thought up. And we don't expect every child to become a programmer either. We expect the kids that go through our class, it really just refines their thinking. It allows them to practice problem solving and those creativity skills, and Scratch is a great tool for that. And then one other reason why we enjoy using Scratch versus anything else is we don't even know, if your child were to pursue programming, what programming languages are going to look like in the future. So as a professional programmer, I may understand a concept, but I don't know the syntax for a different language that I may need to use for a certain project. And so instead of me just going in and memorizing everything here, as long as I understand that I need an if statement here, I need to set up some sort of response for my code that's coming back in this web program that this is building. And as long as I know that, I can Google and find the syntax that I need for my specific task. So really just focusing on the problem solving skills, and that's why Scratch is a great tool for your child to use, and that's why we enjoy using it in our classes. So join us every Thursday at 3 p.m. This month we're going through Scratch. We're going to learn something new every week, and how to make our games better and how to make our interactions better in Scratch. And thank you for joining.